What's going on, guys? Welcome to my 12-week fat loss transformation series. These are my weekly check-ins, and this week is week 3. So I know I've been a little behind on making content and providing out some videos, but I think from this point forward, I could say things are going to start to look a little smoother for me. But yeah, let's go ahead and just get started and dive in with week 3. All right, so before we jump into week 3, I do want to share with you guys something that I've been drinking for the past few days and find to be extremely helpful, and I thought maybe you can find some value behind it. This is green matcha tea. I ordered it off of Amazon. I'm going to put that link for you in the description box below. But I tell you what, every time I drink this, man, it gives me the right amount of clean energy that I need. And I think it's something a lot of people skip out on when it comes to having that energy booster. They start immediately thinking of coffee or other stimulants and whatnot, but I truly believe that green tea hits the spot just right every morning for me, and I think it could be somewhat beneficial for you as well. Again, I'll probably talk more about that in another video, but for right now, I just wanted to share that with all of you while I go over this week 3's check-in. Let's go. All right, so as you can see here, we got my Monday through Sundays weekly data and stats. If we start with the top row, you'll see that my weight average is 194.7, giving me a total weight change of 0.1 pounds. You'll see here in the far right. This 0.1 pound loss is going off of the average weight subtracted to last week's average weight. The reason why, I can definitely tell you right now, two reasons why I am not where I am supposed to be is because last week, I don't think I mentioned this in my video, I've included a refeed day on Saturday. And that refeed day was a premature refeed day, which essentially means my body has not experienced a depletion in glycogen, neither in volume in training, and my caloric expenditure was not high enough to induce or at least not properly read for like my body weight, the calorie expenditure. I wasn't properly providing the accurate data of what it is that I expend. So having that refeed day threw me off in both my calories and my weight. So as you could see, it's not that I'm not losing weight. It's just the weight scale. It's not providing me with accurate data, right? The extra food, the extra water weight and fluctuation. As you can see on Tuesday, I was 196.4, and then out of nowhere, I dropped down to 194.4, and then the next day I gained up, and then somewhere down the line, I ended up at 193.4. So there's a lot of weight fluctuations that had been caused due to the refeed. So a good way, if this happens to you, if you make this minor mistake, let's just say eating out or doing something on accident you ate too much of and you didn't track, just keep in mind that by doing these measurements, these weekly measurements, but you still do it 3 times a week. In the first 3 weeks, you always measure your waist and your neck 3 times a week. So as you can see here, my averages was 34.42 for the waist, 14.92 for my neck. Both combined with the Navy Stats calculations give me 18.48%. When we in the very beginning, when we first started this, we were at 21 to 22%. And here we are now at 18.48. So you could see that while my weight overall average is 194.7 and not really dropping, which is where right now I'm supposed to be 192.8, you could tell that I'm still dropping weight. Body fat percentage is dropping. Measurements is showing a drop, or it's getting shorter. But my weight is still there. So that's where I'm at. My caloric intake is still the same of 1995. The cardio calories that I expend is 945. My lifestyle is still super sedentary. Macros, 200 protein, 50 grams fat, and 185 of carbs. The last thing I want to cover here is my steps. The average steps that you could see that I've been taking is 7315. The goal is to be 7,500 steps minimum, like bare minimum. Because being sedentary, what I've found is that I'm stuck between 3,000 to maybe 5,000 steps per day. Being sedentary, sitting on my desk, reading, researching, doing reviews, whatever it is that I'm doing off this chair, or sitting down and watching the baby, being at home, That's the range that I'm at, and that is very unhealthy. Very unhealthy. For my age especially, I'm super young. And by doing this, I'm starting to feel very rigid, stiff, uncomfortable, like limited in movement. Just everything overall is starting to be degraded in my capabilities. So I don't like that. And I don't think any of you are going to like that either. And I'm pretty sure some of you are experiencing that already if you do work at a desk or you just have a very strong sedentary lifestyle. So I'm hoping that my experiences, my data, and my videos can help you kind of like have some newfound awareness and do something about it. So overall, with week 3 stats, you could see that things are moving along. Yes, while there was that minor hiccup on that refeed day throwing me off my scale weight visibly, you could still see if you are tracking everything else in your data, you know, what's the reason for that, right? My sedentary steps have not been over 7,500. I was short, but that's still the minimum. Why not go for 8,000, 8,500 and remain consistent, right? I'm still figuring out my pattern and my routine. So I'm just saying with that, that's kind of helping you understand why maybe the weight is not dropping, or for me at least, why it fluctuates depending on the day and what I do. So maybe that might be helpful for you. And that's pretty much what covers for this week. I'm pretty sure that from here forward, things are going to run smoother for me on my weight and my diet as well. So what now? Well, I'm just going to keep the calories and the cardio the same and just see what happens for the following week. And if weight doesn't drop, we'll probably make a decision on what to do next from there. That's all for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you found any value behind it, do me a favor, hit the like button. And if you like this channel's direction, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in our next one.